Welcome to the town of Oakville, California, home to Farniente Winery. The phrase Farniente comes from Italy, and it means without a care. When the winery was being restored, that phrase was found carved in stone on the front of the building. It was kept to remind all of a bygone era when life was indeed without a care. Farniente was founded in 1885 by John Benson, a 49er of the California Gold Rush. Benson hired architect Hamden McIntyre, creator of the former Christian Brothers Winery, now the Culinary Institute of America at Greystone, to design Farniente and function as a gravity flow winery. Farniente prospered until the onset of Prohibition in 1919, when it was abandoned and left to fall into disrepair. 60 years later, in 1979, Gil Nickel, a champion auto racer and a guided missile analyst from Oklahoma, purchased Farniente in the adjacent vineyard and began a 3-year restoration of the property. 1982 marked the return of winemaking to Farniente with the harvest of the winery's first Cabernet Sauvignon. Chardonnay was also produced at the winery for the first time that year. Gil died in 2003, but his family and business partners continue the Farniente legacy with Gil's passion and love for wine.
Well, there's a house style that is Farniente, and we know going into every vintage what it is for a wine to be Farniente. And as I mentioned, there's a quality standard that is Farniente. We're totally committed to wines of outstanding character. And so now it's about tweaking vineyards. It's about the philosophy and things that we've worked so hard on for 25 years and concentrating on that. I think really our best wines are yet to come.
There's still more exploring to come from Farniente, but now here's this week's quiz. And the question is simple, but the answer may not be. Here goes. How many grapes does it take to make an average bottle of wine? Don't know? Don't worry, we'll get back to it. But right now, let's go tee it up with Leslie as she discovers another passion Arnold Palmer has besides golf.
Thanks, Jennifer. You know, I'm a golfer, and when I was growing up, Arnold Palmer was like the Joe Montana of the golfing world. And I was thrilled to see that Arnold Palmer has now expanded his horizons and started his own wine label. He's doing a wonderful California Cabernet Sauvignon and a Chardonnay. They're made by Luna Vineyards, which is one of Napa Valley's premier producers. And I gotta tell you, the Cabernet is really fleshy and muscular, and this Chardonnay, it is big and powerful. It's sort of like a 250-yard tee shot. These wines are only $15 a bottle, so they make a great gift. And I gotta tell you, they are a hole-in-one. Here's to you.
We're passionate and excited. You know, anytime that you take a gamble like this and you invest your money and you put your name on a label, you want to win, and we have won. We have won. Our award-winning wines of Brassfield Estate. Kevin Robinson has been in the wine business for 20 years. He's had more medals, more gold medals, more sweepstakes medals in this last 4 years, 5 years than ever before.
Premium wines have never been more accessible for everyday enjoyment. For more information, visit www.brassfieldestate.com.
So do you remember those contests as a kid? You had to guess how many candies were in a jar? Well, our question is kind of like that. How many grapes does it take to make a bottle of wine? The answer varies a bit. On average, 600 to 800 grapes are needed, which may be about 8 bunches of grapes per bottle, or about 5 bottles from a healthy grapevine. Now, if you think of this in terms of sitting at the dinner table and eating a bunch of grapes, that's a lot of grapes. But bear in mind, most fine wine grapes are smaller than table grapes.